to the Intuitive Couple Live on Saturday Night Give Back
Yep.
Live.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Been a while back. It's been a while since we've done a live episode.
Yeah. It has.
Of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Animal Crossing was the last one that we did, right?
This time Daddy was the theme on the Super Mario later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, are you going to go with your brother?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
and go produce the show?
I'm Mario.
Oh, now he's Mario. Okay, be careful with the cords.
Careful.
Okay, go. All right.
All right. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back. A little bit of a different setup here.
I know.
Today.
Let me scoot in closer.
Scooch
I know.
in.
Scooch in.
Oh
my gosh,
okay,
this
so,
is crazy. Because
What?
every time we do something different, it's always like involves.
you know, like what's the name says we got Gelman behind the scenes. So
Well, I say it. Gelman is always.
absolutely.
You know, so
Thank
how
you,
is
Christy.
everybody doing? If you are, I know we have our regular viewers on, so if you can definitely give us a thumbs up, that would be great, okay? If you can share it over on
Give us a
Facebook.
like and subscribe.
Yeah, if you're new, like and subscribe, definitely. If
We've got some new subscribers
Oh, yeah,
over the last
I know.
28 days, surprisingly.
yeah,
From the one thing that I thought would be like, the COVID message.
I
You know,
know. What is
Had some pushback on it, but that's okay.
Hello. Oh,
Hey, well, welcome,
Joanne.
Joanne.
Well, welcome.
Appreciate you.
Glad
Appreciate you having you on here.
You want to tell them
So
who
here's
you are.
yeah, that's what I was about to do.
We're out of practice.
I'm totally out of practice, but that's okay. So, my name's Justin. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual advisor, if you will, also known as the tragic medium. Okay, and so what I do is I reconnect people with their loved ones who have crossed over. Okay, and we do free readings here on YouTube. Used to do them on Facebook, but now this is my wife, Roseanne, and she's whatever your name is.
Yeah, he's totally out of practice.
Totally
Definitely.
out of practice.
Holy cow, yeah.
And she's a intuitive consultant
yeah.
as well. And
I am.
so, together we are the intuitive couple.
That's who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
So, woo-wee. All right, so,
I know,
There
and
we
it's
go.
like crazy. I'm trying to share this on Facebook. And just to let people know that we are over on YouTube. Because normally we'll do a dual stream. Like we'll simulcast stream on YouTube
Facebook and
Facebook.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
So, let's see here.
Sammy, welcome. Hey, Ima, welcome back. Nancy, always good to see you.
Yes.
Libra Scales. Who's Libra Scales? I think not new. Just going by.
Hi,
Kathy, welcome.
Welcome.
Christy Bice. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Chelsea, hey, welcome. Maria, welcome. Hey, glad to see all of you here. Most definitely.
So how do you work, Justin?
So I only
Tell
work
the
from the
people
light.
how you work.
I only work from the light. Okay, and so the way that I deliver messages it's different. I don't know quite how to describe it other than that I work from the light and only the light. So any messages that come through are coming through from, if it's your loved one coming through, then that is a way that you know that they are in heaven, okay? Because I only deal with things that are of the light. I don't mess with anything dark, anything that could be perceived to be dark, not my jam. So,
You have the Holy Spirit gift of discernment, which
Yes.
is the difference of being able to tell the difference between light and dark, or good and evil. So Justin, every time we come on here on Saturday night, or when we have in the past, if it's a Friday or a Saturday night, it is normally a give back reading night,
yeah.
because the psychic medium messages are very meaningful, and they're very wanted by a lot of people.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so we do that as a give back on our live show.
Right.
He can't control who comes through, your loved one. If you're wanting to hear from your grandma or your mother or your father or a child, or it doesn't matter who you want to hear from. The most important thing you have to have is being able to be clear and open enough to hear that message,
Right.
and you have to give them permission to come through to Justin. Also,
It helps.
yeah, it does help. But also too, like I said, he can't control what spirits come through on a live, because there's so many energy, there's so many people on, there's so many people on, so, and that, there's lots of desperation. There's
Yeah.
lots of people who are wanting to hear from their loved one. Now, he also says he's a guidance, counselor or guidance advisor. Every time you come on, you forget what the hell you do.
I do a little bit of this,
A little bit of that. He does it all. He
bada bing,
reads
bada
energy.
boom,
He reads energy. That is by far
Essential.
the most important thing. Energy is the essence of all life. And if you are an intuitive, psychic medium who is very good at reading energy, then it's, he can do anything. I mean, he reads energy on a daily basis when it comes to coworkers and the work environment that you're in, and
Absolutely.
so that is the most important thing, discerning everything that we're in. Okay, that was rude. But so he does readings, card readings and stuff, but we don't do one card pulls or three. I mean, one card pulls don't really tell you the whole story,
Right. Yeah.
So as we go along, I will tell you that you do have a theme that follows you, that has followed you for over 18 years.
The tragic theme.
Yeah. Justin has always gotten the tragic,
Welcome, Denise. Glad you made
readings. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Nancy. Okay, Nancy's saying
She's
that
got a question right off the bat.
Libra is Christina.
Gotcha.
Christina, hello.
Christiana.
Oh, Christiana. Okay, that's right. Okay.
There you go. All right. So
What does she have? She says she.
Nancy says she keeps thinking of her wedding rings, which are in a safe. Is this something someone is telling me to wear them or to check on them? I would go check on them. Once you get them, see, here's the thing. If something keeps poking in, this is for everybody. Anytime that you have some sort of thought that comes to you like that, we dismiss it. We always dismiss it right offhand, right? But then if it keeps coming back, keeps coming back, keeps coming back, keeps coming back, that's your cue to pay attention to that, okay? Because that's how God talks to us, folks. That's how God talks to us. Whether you want to call it your spirit guides or guardian angels or whatever the case is, all right? Different words. Essentially, that's the other side whispering in your ear, hey, I need you to do this. So Nancy, in your case, what I would do is I would check on them. Go, pick them up, hold them. And something else might come to you. It's all about just paying attention, right? So that's what I would do. It's what I would advise you to do. Just go check on them, pick them up, feel them, get the energy again, and see what happens, see what comes to you. All right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I can focus.
Sammy agrees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are new to watching us, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, the like, on YouTube. The thumbs up is a big deal for us. Make sure if you're new
It definitely
and you
helps out.
haven't, yeah, it definitely helps out.
It helps us out.
If you are new to our channel and you've never watched us before and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when we go live again. And we are also, if you're interested in knowing more about what Justin does, you can always hit us up over on our Facebook page, and we are.
I think it's linked in the description. but
Yeah,
yeah,
it
so,
is. So anyway, all right. So what's been going on with you? There's been something going on.
So yeah, so here's what's been going on.
And
We've taken like a month
yeah.
off.
Well, more than that.
Well, yeah, yeah. 2020 has been crazy, right? We all know this, and we're no exception to the rule. So things have been hectic, not just in the physical world, but in the spiritual as well. And so, one thing that I've really, really been focusing on is just trying to keep more like ruthless. Yeah, right? 2020 has been ruthless, but then again, every year is ruthless. So, Chelsea, the 5-month-old puppy made one of the dog beds explode. Wow. Wow. 2020, man. Just chalk it up to 2020. So here's what I've been doing. I have been really just trying to focus and, keep a kind of spiritual protective bubble around, all of our peeps. That includes many of you, if you've been tuning in for any amount of time, we're aware of it, and we thank you so much, really, honestly. And we're going to start going live more often. Okay, we're going to start getting back on regular schedule. Okay, back in I think it was March, I put out a message, and you can view that in our channel down below somewhere after we're done, right? About COVID, and in that message I said that we're looking at this thing lasting 18 months. This was in March, was it?
Yeah. Yep.
That timeline hasn't changed, guys. That timeline has not changed. Okay, so we are looking at mid-2021, June or July, before things even start to resemble sort of normal. And, so that's kind of where we're at. Now, the crazy thing is that when this thing first erupted, Roseanne told me privately, she was like, Just, what about all of these people that are dying from COVID? I'm worried about that. I was like, yeah, I know. And her question to me was, how do you think that they're going to come through to you?
Yeah.
And I didn't have an answer.
Yeah, because the way he works, I mean, the spirits impress upon him. If you've ever watched, if you've watched him, whenever there's someone who's passed, he, feels whatever ailment, or however they died. Whether your impacts are always different, whether it's like an embolism or a stroke, or like if it's a car.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my God, you've had people, they've shown you cut in half. I mean,
Right.
The most gruesome, gunshots. You've had everything of the gamut, like suicide, drug overdose, everything. You have specifics for everything like that. And
Count it. Yeah. Easily.
and this,
So terrible.
I was always like, how are you going to distinguish this? Because in the early stages, we were like, it was lungs, and, that was really it. It was like lungs, and this is the early COVID stages. Now, come on, the symptoms are everything. Next there will be a bunion on your foot. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know?
Well, they just don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. So, I was like, congestive heart failure for you is like lungs filling up. So, how would you differentiate that? It's like, I don't know. We'll have to
Just have to wait and see.
we just have to wait and see. Well,
But the one thing that I can tell you is that this last week, that just passed. Sandy Griffin, yeah, I can tell. There's a difference. There's a different feel. Well, welcome Mariana, and welcome Tara, Jaleisha, and Callie Weber through 2022. I agree with that. Things aren't going to start looking better until at least June or July
Hey,
of
Tim.
2021.
Hi,
What's up, Tim?
how are you and Kristen doing?
All the way from down the street.
Yeah.
No doubt. So, yeah, so things have
No.
already started. Not just for
Yeah.
me, but for one of my associates as well. That she had.
Yeah, 3 brown. Cindy. I know it's Cindy.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've already started getting them coming through.
Yeah.
You know,
And they are
And
coming
so,
through like so
yeah.
hard
the
and so
thing-
vivid and so powerful.
Wild, man. Wild.
Wild.
And why? Why would that be? Right? Why would that be? These people, so many of them, died alone.
Yeah. And that's the one thing that I never saw. We never saw that. I don't think any of us ever thought that these people would be confined to their, hospital.
The folks that were on respirators.
Yeah,
that
and
just had that
their
really
family members were
nasty-
not allowed in the hospital, and people were just receiving
Yeah.
updates via phone. I think that's the most horrific thing. I really do. I think that is, it takes it on it puts it on a spiritual
It's
level
heavy.
for us. It's very heavy.
It's
So,
very
he started getting glimpses. I mean, it was really weird. And like I always said, if you've been watching us for a while, you know that every time Justin does a reading, there is always a lesson to be learned. And it's not just from the person who's sitting and getting the reading, but it's also, you've had many lessons. And I gotta tell you, there's some big ones that, whoa, like we've never seen
I wrote
play
that
out.
in my book, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that every reading contains a lesson. Having given thousands of readings, I'm thick, but I mean, I've picked up a lot of stuff through the years. And so, every reading contains a lesson and a message.
Yeah.
But here's the great part about it, is that it's not just always a message for the person getting the reading,
Mm-hmm.
but there are messages that can be extracted from that message as well for anyone who witnesses it.
Yeah.
And not only that, but for the psychic as well, that's been chosen to
Right.
deliver that message.
Yeah.
And so,
And not, there's just gonna be an outpouring. I mean, like, I was kind of pushing him last week. It was like, you need to go live. You need to go live and do a message, or really do a tape message of giving an update, because we're going into this second half of COVID with people, going back to school. And I gotta be honest with you, because you've been on a shutdown from the other side.
I was. for a
You
long
were
time.
shut down from the other side because it was like, there were things that needed to happen. And so, and then all of a sudden it pops. But for 3 months, I've been listening to our son Dominic, bitch and moan and basically go at our city that we live in. And I mean, like, just lambaste the city councilors of our city. And I mean, he does it in such a intelligent way, because our actual zip code is like number 3 in the state for the highest COVID cases. And for a child, I mean, he's 15, but it scares him. It's scary to everybody. And he's angry. How can people not wear a mask? It's not about you. It's never about you. It's about other people. And our city is just ignorant,
Winning
and
for the wrong reasons, he says.
yeah, winning for
Yeah.
the wrong reasons, yeah. And so it's like, hey, it's just, we've had to listen to that. And it's just been this tense, anger in him bubbling up about that. And I was like, you need to go on. You got these parents who are juggling, school. They don't know how to do it. We've been doing it forever, so it's not like anything big. you know, but give them some hope, give them some peace of mind, because besides the COVID, we've gone through a summer of just anger. Our country is in the most extreme turmoil that it's probably been in since the 60s, I would say. It's, you know, I would say like 68, 69. And I just feel that there's just this anger that's just permeating. And the light, the people who want some light on them, who are just like, because they're being constantly bombarded on their Facebook page from people, whether it's the election or this or that or school and COVID and mask wearers and whatever, they can't see the light. And it's very, very hard. It's so hard to get past that. How do you do that? How do you see that light through all that darkness? Because it's really thick fog. Fog and complete like storm. It's like a hurricane. It's like everything all at once. And so he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to go on. He didn't want to do it because he just wasn't feeling it. He ended up meditating. He ended up getting another message for somebody else, which was a murder, but that's a whole other subject. And that was terrible. And I mean, yeah. And so, but here's the thing, guys. Now we're back. There's going to be some things that are happening. And we're coming on. And if he gets somebody that comes through and their loved one is not on here, that's fine. He's just going to give the message, especially just COVID patient.
We're just going to keep it rolling. We're just
Yeah.
going to keep it moving.
But all our regulars, I want you to know that what he was feeling last Saturday night is really important. I mean, like, these people are coming through with an urgency that he has never felt before.
Yeah.
And if there is a psychic medium out there who has not felt that, they're not chosen to feel these people. Because it's only, I believe that only certain psychic mediums have specialties. And
That's why there's so many.
right, and this is a very tragic situation. I mean,
Yeah.
people who are like sunshine and lollipops or like, you know, training wheels, psychic mediums, they don't get the girls that are cut in half or the girls that have been sex trafficked and drained of their blood. You know, they don't get that kind of stuff. He does. And yeah, that is the truth. So think about that. Okay? So I want you to realize that the world that we
Always
live in
careful.
is scary.
Always.
But we always have the Holy Spirit around us. Always. And if you feel dark and you feel sad because of what's going on and you're angry, you just got to ask God to take it off of you. Because in this time right now, He is the only person who can help you. And that is the truth. And that is the message you gave in your first COVID.
That's absolutely right.
So as I'm talking, because, you know, I'm talking to kind of, I feel this come over me again. Look up at my hairs and my arms. They're like
Yeah.
sticking straight up. So, yes. And I want to say something to Cindy. Cindy,
Hey, Tracy.
I know your father is in the hospital right now. I just want you to stay strong, okay? For him, I know it's hard because he's in the hospital. I don't want to divulge your business, but I want you to know that stay strong. Your mind of staying strong is the most important thing. Don't think the darkness out loud, okay? And we will all be praying for Cindy's father. Just keep that in mind. So, if you are, as he is tuning in to, there's spirit coming through possibly, pretty sure. So as he is tuning in, I want to welcome all of our new viewers to our channel. This is Justin and Roseanne Cardozo. We're the intuitive couple. He's a psychic medium. Please give us a thumbs up. Go and hit the thumbs up. It's really, really important. We really appreciate it. If you are new to our channel and you've never watched us before and you like what you're seeing here tonight, or if you want to wait till the end, that's great. But hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that we get notified when we go live again, which will be again like next week or whenever these spirits are going to start popping in. So, okay. And hey, share it. Share, because it's important. So yeah, I know, Cindy, I know. So get it out, Rose. Everyone needs to hear it. Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm sorry, Denise. Okay, let's throw some prayers for Denise's father too, who's in the hospital. See, when we have loved ones who are in the hospital and it's not a COVID thing, it's a very, very, it makes everybody on edge, So, and most important, you have to take care of yourself. Worrying during this time can make you very sick. That's what the darkness, and I call this the devil virus. I really do. Because it just brings nothing but nasty, nasty darkness to people. So, and we can easily go down that road. We can easily just travel and spiral out of control and let our minds go to the darkest places. And that's when you just have to give it to God. I don't really know what you can really do in this situation. You can't control the circumstances and the times that we're living in right now. You absolutely cannot control this. You can control your actions. You can control your behaviors. You can control where you go and what you do. And if you wear a mask, there's not really a need for people to go out. Just take it off of you. Is somebody coming through?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Start.
Okay. Alrighty. So Justin, how he works, usually the spirit will come through. He will tell you, usually up to about 3 clues. They have to make sense to you. They have to resonate with you. You have to be able to confirm all 3 of them, if not 4, in order for, and he will feel a connection, like a click, like a seatbelt click.
Okay, so this one's coming through in a unique kind of way.
Okay, Rach.
I've got this is for someone who has lost a child in the past, but has just recently lost a parent or guardian. And this person that I'm feeling connected to right now is so full of confusion and sadness and anger that I'm not even sure that they're going to be willing to speak up in this kind of a situation. I'm hoping so. So the child passed first because they were there to meet their grandparent as they crossed, if that makes sense. The number 12 is prominent, which could be the 12th of a month or December.
Hey, I'm Dom. I hope you're taking notes. Please type out the clues, Dominic. So we have a child that is passed. Do you know
Well,
how old
it's-
the age of the child was?
No, I'm just giving what I got. So
Okay.
it's, the child was there to meet the grandparents. They're coming through together.
Okay.
This person's parent or guardian, and it's coming through as two. So I'm trying to
Their
work
energies
it
are
out.
similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, you have a what? You said a number 12?
Yeah, there's a number 12. That
Number
was
12. So it either would be December.
It could be anything.
It could
But
be
there's
anything. It's a 12 involved.
somewhere.
Yeah.
So it
They
could
have
be,
been, yeah.
could be the child's age,
Yeah. It could,
but it could be, you know.
it could be anything, yeah. Okay. Oh boy. That's, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't be typing and driving.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
I'm seeing flags.
Flags.
Yeah,
What kind of flags?
American flags. So I don't know if this person's parent was laid to rest with military honors or what, but I'm seeing flags. I'm seeing American flags.
Okay, so this parent that's coming through, is it a male or a female?
They're coming through together, so,
This-
and it's a mix, so it feels like
So it feels
I'm trying to separate them out.
Mm-hmm. Ask them.
So it feels like a father figure coming through that passed.
Mm-hmm.
American flags has a grandchild who passed before them, met them as they crossed, and God. Oh, Gio. So if this isn't resonating for anyone, that's fine. I'm just gonna leave that out there, okay? And just to let you know,
Well, how'd the father pass? Can you feel anything?
that's all I'm getting right now.
Okay. Because nobody's saying nothing.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that there. It's, they see it as an opportunity to come through. And just let them know, let whoever this is know
Yeah.
that it's for, that he got across okay.
Okay.
You know,
It's a show opener. All right.
yeah.
I mean, I'm really surprised nobody typed
I
up.
didn't think they would. Hey there, Nav.
Huh.
Welcome. I didn't think they would. I really didn't. That's why I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of confusion and sadness. Don't know what to make of this whole thing. You know what I mean?
Those people who came through, or the people behind them, just in general, the group.
What?
You're talking about those two. They didn't know?
No. The people that were coming through too
Right. Oh, okay. They don't.
to receive the message.
Right, okay.
not really quite ready to receive it.
Oh, yeah, well, that happens, so. Okay, so we are Justin and Roseanne Cardoza. We are the intuitive couple. Justin is a psychic medium, and I'm an intuitive art myself. Right now we have spirits coming through. If you are interested in a card reading or questions, Dominic, you can throw up those prices up on the board and do PayPal. We are a little bit more in depth. And if you are tuning in for the first time, I need you guys to give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Yeah, I'm gonna shove it down your throat tonight because what we do, it takes a lot of energy to come through. And it takes a lot of energy from him. And stuff
Yeah.
that's coming through, like this past week, it's been very, very taxing on him. So, you know, if you're wanting the easy answers of the world, I gotta tell you, there isn't any easy answer of the world. That's a fact. A life is just not black or white. It's all gray, okay? And whatever it is that you want to make of it, you are in control of that. When it comes to relationships, I don't know if so-and-so is gonna call you. It's up to you if you have to ask a psychic whether or not another person is going to call you, they're not gonna call you. You know it
No, they
already.
will. Here's the thing, they will, but not for a relationship.
Yeah.
Just to be used.
But not, right, because you have to find the self-respect within yourself.
Mhm.
Once you achieve
worth
self-respect for yourself, then
Yeah, you're
people
worth more than that.
will respect you and call you. And for the love of God, please stop doing the texting relationship stuff.
Yeah, Nav, you're worth more than that.
Yeah,
You're worth more than that. Because when he does call in 2 weeks, guess what? He won't call again for another couple of months. So, are you backup? Do you consider yourself a backup for anything, or the leading character? Right? That's how you gotta look at it. Don't be anybody's backup. Hey, what's up?
a couple of hints we're getting, waiting to hear more. Joyanne. She's new.
So Sergio, a couple of hints from before our hitting. You were waiting to hear more. What's up, Dana?
No, Heather, no we don't, Oh, I just had two weird songs popping in my head and I don't know why, but I'm not gonna sing. Okay.
Hey, what's up, React?
Oh,
Welcome
you were
back,
at a
welcome
red light, okay, yeah.
Welcome back.
Okay,
welcome
well,
back.
thank you, Nab. Thank you, Nab, for subbing. Okay, so All Day Vapor was like,
What songs?
I'm gonna wait and see. I don't know why, it was like, I walked over there, two songs popped in my head, but then, like, they kind of jumbled together, and now I just have it playing in my head, and I don't know why. Steal Away by Robbie Dupre.
But don't you steal away. It's a good song.
Why don't you
Good
steal
song.
away into the night? Yeah, that's the song. That's like not even on my radar right now. All right, Justin, look at the screen.
Okay. Thank you for validating that, Marlana. And welcome,
Marlena.
Marlena, and welcome. If I'm mispronouncing your name, please forgive me.
She's been on here before.
I've got a lot going on.
I know you do.
I've got a lot going on. You know? Okay.
Her husband's.
It explains
Woo!
why they didn't leave.
They didn't leave because his hands
I
are
was
ice
just
cold.
waiting.
Trust me. Ooh. Dom's got it lit like Yankee Stadium in here, and it's like
Yeah.
his hands like touch my leg, and I'm like, oh.
Okay. So, where does baseball come into play? So what I'm seeing for like one of the things that came through before was I saw Yankees, but
Why
I
did I
didn't.
just say Yankee Stadium?
Well, I don't know, because that's what your dad always says. It's little boy Yankees, but anyway. I got the Yankees, and so, and I was like, are you trying to get me to say baseball or to say the Yankees? But then I'm seeing like a baseball bat. There's like, I don't know if it's like a collectible, but I'm seeing a baseball bat. Like a Louisville Slugger, so they're trying to get me to mention baseball. There's a connection with baseball there.
Well, Marlena or Vapor.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to.
You're trying to
weed
weed
it
them out. Yeah.
Trying to weed it out.
Like, you're sitting far behind me.
Yeah, I'm like all the way back, that's why. I can scooch.
The pain.
So.
Okay. You lost your baby this past December? I just realized that. Sorry. Mhm.
And so I'm getting like a scratchy feeling in my throat and like a burning in my lungs, but I feel like he was a smoker. I don't know if it was like pipes, cigars, or cigarettes, but I feel this like a smoky feeling like right here. Constantly having to clear your throat, you know?
You do that on a daily basis.
Yeah, but I don't smoke.
I know. That's the scary part. I'm gonna say, what's wrong with you? Why are you coughing?
Okay. I'm trying to get him to come closer.
It's real low key right now, so we got a spirit coming through, so everybody be
Yeah.
patient. I know.
Okay.
None smoked.
So somebody's got the scratchiness in the throat? Because I feel the scratchiness in the throat. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sergio. Where's the baseball come into play? Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Sergio. But understand, for me, it's Yankees. I would have a symbol of the Yankees, not necessarily the Phillies. Okay, so. Okay, so, all right, come closer. So, here's the thing with this father figure coming through.
But
Right.
does the child make sense with?
The child is, let me just go.
Okay,
Just go.
all right,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
go.
All right.
Okay, because here's the big validation, right? The big validation is that when he passed, when this man passed, there was a lot of anger still simmering around around the relationship there. There were unspoken things, unspoken, unsettled, unresolved issues, okay? And because of that, there's a lingering guilt from not having mended those relationships. And now it's a feeling of it's this strong feeling of guilt, like, I messed up, I missed my chance. And I've got to tell you that you haven't missed your chance. Okay? He's coming through wanting to close that chapter because that's still an open chapter for you. Okay? Because you feel this intense mourning, followed by this confusing sense of anger that comes in. And it's not an anger that is associated with the mourning, it's from all the BS of the past. Then you get mad at yourself and you flip it on yourself because now you start feeling guilty that you're still angry about those things. Well, I'm here to tell you that he's coming through because these are the wounds that he wants to heal right now. That's the validation piece. That's important. He's saying I was not an easy man. Quite the opposite. But it's very important for you to know that it is through love that he's coming through. Okay. And you want, he's telling me that you wonder every day, like, man, I wonder if he thought about me at all. And the fact is, he wants to let you know that it's every day. Every day. But the problem is, he's stubborn. And he realizes the folly of those ways. feel this intense feeling of regret from his end. And he wants to let you know that he's saying, well, stop, let me back up. There are key things that you need to know, that you need to hear him say. Number one is that he's proud of you. He always has been proud of you. Regardless of the things and the ways that he said things to you to try to make you better, it was always to try to inspire you to do better, and he realizes that he did that in the wrong way, in a counterproductive way. For that he's apologizing, he has this sorrow about. But it's so important for you to know that since you're little, he's saying like this, he's showing me like this. Since you're like this, everything is here. Everything is here. Number two, he needs you to know that he loves you. Again, everything is here. It's everything. You're his everything. And he's sorry that it takes the permanence of crossing to the next world in order for him to realize that it doesn't make him a less of a man to say these things. He's giving me this feeling, this pleading of please forgive me. Oh, please forgive me. And I gotta tell you, man, he's right here, like, on top of me, like, for real. Like, it's breaking my heart, Sergio. It's breaking my heart, man. As a father, it's breaking my heart, I promise you. And he's just like, please, forgive me. Because he didn't know. He didn't understand. You know, the way he was brought up, if he gives you better than he got, he did perfect. Not realizing that there was so much more to you. He's telling me to make a reference to like a Matchbox car or a Hot Wheels car or something like that. Little cars. I don't know what that's in reference to, but he's showing it to me, so I'm giving it. And he's showing me 76, so I don't know if he means 1976 or, but he's showing me 76.
Might be the Philadelphia.
I don't know. He's just showing me 76. to, you do. You do it. That's the great thing. That's the great thing about this, right? Is that when you talk to them, they hear you. Just as God hears you when you pray. When you talk to your loved ones, they still receive that. You know.
In other words, he knows you love him.
Yeah.
He hears you.
But these are things he's telling me that you need to hear, that he tried to say them in his way. But he wasn't very good at communicating like that. His message to you is simple. One that you're I have to quote this as I'm hearing it. You're a better man than I ever was. But please don't let pain close off your heart. Because then you end up being just like me. And who's Junior? Because I hear Junior. There you go. There you go. It's just the icing on the cake, man. Right to you. Okay? I didn't know that. How would I know that? Right? He's Sergio Jr.
I saw it on the comments.
Hey, look. He's like right here on top.
I know.
And, see, and he's telling me this is the point where he would usually break off because he wouldn't want to embarrass you or him, you know, in public. But he's like, I don't care right now. I don't care. Something that everybody needs to know about this is that you have no idea how much energy this takes for for your loved ones to come through like this. It's so energy intensive. It's so hard for them to do. But it's the power of love that gives them the energy to do it. Love is the only thing that matters in this world. Only thing. Everything else dies and fades away. But it's our love that takes us through. memories that we have are made of love.
Where's the 76 come in, Justin?
Where does the 76 come in? I don't know. You just showed me 76. I'm giving it as it comes. So Sergio, I hope that this helps, because I know that he's telling me that you've had so many questions as to whether he made it, is he okay? This is your answer all rolled up into one, right? It's, he is okay. He's in heaven, he's in light, he's in the light. I only work from the light, guys. That's how this is possible. You know, and that's okay. That's all right. Just hang on to it. It may come to you later. He's not sure about the 76, but that's okay. Not the first time that's happened, won't be the last. It may be something that somebody else validates for you. Okay? So don't even worry about it. Just hang on to it. So apparently, shortly after he crossed, you started having a dream of him, but you forced yourself out of it. He's telling me that was him trying to come to you in a dream, but your anger forced you out of it. So now he's saying, "Hey, I hope I can get through now in your dream." So safe assumption that you can expect to have a visitation dream at some point. And so, also, an associate of mine texted me and said, also, she's picking up on the fact that you might be having migraines. So, well, you don't need to try anymore. You know, you have to be very, very careful, Sergio, of trying to do that. I don't know what you mean by that. But the thing is that this is him coming through now, and coming through out of love. He's hoping that he was wanting, the main thing is, you know, just to kind of recap, he's wanting to make amends for that lost time. He also mentioned that he tried coming through in a dream at one point, like shortly after passing, but didn't really fully work out. So hopefully now after this, you can kind of move forward and feel good in the knowledge that he's good, that he loves you, and that I can't even sum this up. It is so taxing, and I thank you so much for being open, and because I truly felt like right at the beginning I said, I'm not sure if the person that's going to be receiving this is ready for it. So I felt that anxiety, I felt that that hesitancy on your part, so thank you so much for deciding to go ahead and trust the process. Even though you see me do it, you know, tons of times, thank you so much for trusting the process and speaking up. And that took a lot of courage, and I commend you for it. So, thank you. Thank you.
For being open.
For being open, yes, yes.
First one out of the gate.
Okay. My goodness.
Alrighty.
Hot now. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you see what Justin does, the spirits that come through. And really, thank you, Sergio, for being open
Thank you
because
for being open.
it's hard. So many people. There's people who are like jumping at, they want, they're desperate to hear from their loved
I
ones.
get it.
But then there's
Who
some
isn't?
people who
Right.
they want to hear from their loved one, but then they're like kind of shocked and they go through this like, is it for me or is it for me? And sometimes they don't know if they should.
Takes a minute.
Yeah. Because this is a public forum. And maybe, that's a very, very touching message. And it's so personal and so intimate
Yeah.
that,
And
you know,
so, Sergio,
being
I would
open.
ask this of you, okay? If you feel so inclined, it'd be great if you could leave a review on our Facebook page.
yeah,
All right, just to kind of, it helps other people, separate the wheat from the chaff, you know what I mean? And know the real deal from
the
the
phonies.
not,
Yeah,
from the not.
right.
So, yeah. And that's the thing, folks, man. Look, I say this all the time, don't get discouraged. You know what I mean? If you feel that need, that you want to hear from your loved one.
Thank you,
know what I mean?
Sammy, for
There's
answering that
no-
question. Oh, God. Somebody was asking about twin flames.
Yeah, and the Makey Yappy is official, so you can take that answer to the bank. She's the real deal, Holyfield. I don't endorse many other psychics. You know that. There's only one.
Yeah.
Only one. Sammy. So
She's a pet psychic.
yeah.
But if you want her pet psychic services, you have to pay for them.
Yep.
People they don't listen to their animal, and they don't take it serious enough, and that's hard for her. So if you contact a pet psychic, you pay them. You pay them good, and you will.
Yeah, I know, Sergio. I appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging in there with me, man. Really. And that's the crazy thing about this is that I tell folks, I don't think I did it today because I'm like so out of practice, but
I'm talking on here.
yeah,
Yeah.
because here's the thing, you never know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's why you got to tune
I
in.
have no control
Unless
over who
they,
comes
unless
through.
they book a reading with you, it's
Well,
different.
that's different,
Because
right?
it's a purposed reading. It's like a private reading with you is different because they're going into it with this
It's a
intention.
focus,
It's
yeah.
very focused. So it's
This
not
is like
like
a community forum.
right,
you know,
right. It's
so
just like
it's
if you
open.
go to a gallery reading, people spend $400, $600 to go to a gallery reading for
Yeah, for like two
you
or
know,
three people.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Easily.
and there's thousands of people there, no guarantee you're gonna get a reading. The beautiful thing is, this is a gallery reading, but you get to come back every week and see it. Now, if you want a private reading with Justin and you can't wait, you can always book him. That's what that's for. I know, Sergio, I know.
Yeah, man. So
I think you can always get something out of the message. Absolutely, Marlena. And that's the one thing. And this is something I've tried telling before because a lot of times he misses your comments, especially since we've switched to YouTube. The comments go quicker than Facebook because Facebook is like, a 20-second delay.
45.
Yeah. So, it's really, we're not trying to ignore people's comments. It just goes by super, super quick. So one thing that I know, without a shadow of a doubt, with everybody that comes on our lives is that I see it always. They're always like, oh my gosh, you know, that resonates with me. He may be reading for somebody else, but it touches them so deeply that, I mean, spirits or cards or whatever it is, there's always somebody else that it resonates with. It touches them. And that is the power of what he does. That is the power of the Holy Spirit, without a doubt.
In
Yeah.
action.
Mm-hmm,
'Cause,
absolutely.
Look, it's not me.
It isn't him.
It's not.
No, anybody who's a
That's
psychic
gift.
or a
That's
psychic
gift from
medium,
God.
and they say, oh, I have gifts. No, you don't. You don't have gifts, you have abilities, okay?
Right.
He has the Holy Spirit gift of discernment, that's different, okay? That's telling between evil and light, okay? But psychics who say, I'm a shaman, I'm an angel of God, I'm a voodoo woman, I'm a psychic,
I'm just a guy.
You're just a
I'm
woman who's making up a whole bunch of names to make sure that you
I don't
hit the
even
gamut.
like, I don't even
Yeah.
like the name psychic
Blah,
medium,
blah,
but it's
blah.
like,
No.
it's what I
I
gotta
mean,
do
we've
in
done the
order.
intuitive name, it don't resonate. What the hell's an intuitive? People don't know. If you don't know, then you don't
Just a
know,
regular dude.
right? Like, for real.
Just a regular dude.
He's
You
just a
don't
regular
see any
dude.
crystal balls or like smoke and mirrors or, you know, there's no
No.
pomp and
It's just
circumstance.
the real-
Man,
Yeah,
it just is, right? So,
Yep. exactly.
if this has resonated with you, you know,
And
thank you so much.
Hit the
Please
thumbs up,
hit
please,
the thumbs
guys. You
up,
guys gotta hit the
subscribe.
thumbs up.
If this is your first time here, welcome. Please hit the like and subscribe. We do this. We're going to be doing this every Saturday going forward.
And
so,
as the COVID people come through, yeah,
yeah,
it will
definitely.
kind of pick up more.
Yeah.
But you see, here's the thing: our regulars, we need you to be that light. We need you guys to get those messages, to get the message of him out there, okay? Because you understand that pain that these people are going through. I need you to shift your focus. I need you to shift your focus and stop thinking about the negative and think about the people who are sad, okay? Think about the people who wouldn't even think about contacting a psychic medium, or because these people who are in the wings, ooh, I got a shiver of somebody creeping up, okay? They're desperate to get their message out.
Right.
And as
so,
the weeks come on, they're gonna come through, it's all up to us.
and we are starting to hit that season.
Yeah.
We're starting to hit that season.
Oh, I don't even, listen, this is beyond, let me tell you, when they say Halloween, you know, the veil thins. And by the way, I started this at Halloween last year, if you remember, all in October, I was like, all you Halloween people, all you want, spooky, ooky. Let me tell you, these spirits that are coming through, the COVID people, that's beyond anything that you'll ever find on Halloween. And forget about Halloween, we ain't trick-or-treating, there ain't gonna be no trick-or-treating this year, okay? So, forget about it.
Maybe we'll do an
All right.
online Halloween party. That'd be
Party,
kind of
yeah.
fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we
What do you
definitely
guys
can-
think?
Yeah.
Online Halloween party with psychic readings and stuff? That'd be kind of
Or
cool.
we've tossed around the idea of doing, you know, a call-in show where you guys call in and tell us, you know, kind of like a coast-to-coast thing.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. So, you know, listen, definitely, I really, you know, I want you guys to know that it's really up to you to make sure that you start remembering those who have passed away from this devil virus, and make yourself a beacon of light. It's important as a person in this world right now, where we're at socially as human beings, that we act as a lighthouse of light. I started saying it last year, that the light has to be louder than the darkness. And we've gone back and forth on this. He would fight me, and if you guys remember, I kept saying it on the lives. We, as light, have to be louder than the darkness. If the darkness can go on, because he was getting so pissed during this, like, time where he was on a break, you know, that he was seeing these big phonies on Facebook doing readings. He was like, they're full of shit. They're full of shit. Everything is closed. Businesses are closed. The other side is closed.
Sammy can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Anybody
like a
who's
3-month
real
span.
No,
It's a 3-month span.
it was
It
closed.
was like, come on, man.
Okay, if people will go into a psychic and say, I need to know about my job. You have a job.
Yeah, man.
Nobody has a
Rough.
job, really. I mean,
It'd
come
be
on.
rough.
Here's the deal.
Alright.
You've got to be light. You've got to be a lighthouse, and light the way for the people who are going to need those messages. Don't focus on the dark. Don't focus on the hate. You know, it's okay. Check my message. Oh, okay. Can I call her?
Yeah.
Hold on. Why can't I find her? Hold on. I'm gonna call her. What?
Take it off.
Let her give it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. If that's what she's getting.
Okay. Hello?
Hey.
Hi, you are on live.
Everyone.
Yeah. I want
I'm
you
just
to,
gonna turn the light off. Hang on.
okay. I want you to go ahead. Everybody, I don't know if you guys can hear Sammy. If you can hear Sammy, everybody give a 1. Type 1. Say something, Sammy.
Hello? I apologize if the connection's bad because we've got extreme wind at the moment, so it might be a bit muddled.
Okay. Okay, everybody can hear you. So why don't you go ahead
Got
and,
that cold snap coming through.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
big time.
Okay, there's lots of 1s going up, so everybody can hear you, Sammy. So Sammy, I want you to go ahead and give the message that you're getting.
This is a intuitive couple authorized partner.
Now, I don't know how to say her name properly. Marlene or
Marlena?
Marlena.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she's still on.
She is, she just typed 1.
Oh yeah, perfect. So I'm pretty sure that I had your child that you had lost come through to me the same time that Justin was getting Sergio's message. I don't know whether you're suffering from migraines or headaches at the moment or something around the head area that's causing a lot of dizziness, pressure. I'm feeling a lot of guilt from losing this child that you never got to meet, a lot of anxiety and depression, but the guilt needs to be let go. There's no reason for the guilt to be held on to because it's no one's fault for what had happened.
Does that make sense, Marlena? I'm just waiting for her to type. I'm just waiting for her to respond. Sammy. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody can hear you. They can hear you without a microphone.
Well, you talk so quiet. Yes, pain in the head now. She's confirming.
She needs to go get it checked.
There you go. Go get that checked out.
It could be cause from blood pressure. But yeah, definitely needs to have it all.
Sammy,
anything medical, though,
Sammy,
you know.
let me ask you a question. Where exactly are you getting the pain? In the front or in the back?
I'm getting it. It's like almost like a crown sitting on my head with pressure.
Okay.
So There you go. Yeah, anytime anything kind of medical like that comes up, any psychic legit is gonna say, hey, go have an expert take a look at it, have a doctor take a look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
I had
And she had a baby preemie lost by 4 months from SIDS. So you spot on, Sammy.
It's okay, Marlena. It's okay. It's okay.
Lots of process.
She's
I really have to say a comment.
Okay, okay, okay.
I can feel a lot of anxiety from what has happened. Like my heart is like beating tremendously at the moment, and I can feel the shaking. And it's no one's fault what has happened. There's no reason to be blaming herself for it, and I feel like she feels guilty for not moving on from this. And there's no matter who you lose, you can't physically move on from losing that person. It slowly over time can get a little bit easier, but there's no reason to feel guilty for still holding that person in your heart.
Right.
Absolutely.
Wise words that rise up from down under.
In the future, because she's tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're getting a message from the
Excellent.
future. But that is a very important.
Fantastic job. Sam.
Apparently.
I'm so proud of you.
I know.
So proud of you. Come such a long way.
I know. She's the real deal. So, Marlena, I know you're probably like crying now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, so you can't type. And I understand.
That's okay.
But just know that grief doesn't have.
But it's also important to realize that the fact that Sammy was getting that message
At
the
the
same
same
time
time.
that I was, it's letting you know they're coming from the same place. They're coming from that place
love.
of life
And love.
and love.
Of love, of
course.
extreme
Of course.
love.
You know?
Both, but you see the parallel between her and Sergio. It's
That's how it works, man.
she has guilt, her father had guilt, they both had guilt. She has guilt, but the baby, of course, doesn't know. I mean, but it's a one. And it's all from love. It's both, it's love. A parent, one living, one not. It's amazing how the other side works.
Great job, Sammy.
His
Thank
twin
you
is
for
now
being
11 and he lives
I just
through
feel
all
that
my
it needed to be said.
and I think about him every day.
Well, listen, Sammy. You know, whenever if I'm live, you got something you need to add. You just let us know. Period. Done. And you're on.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to say before Justin cut me off, was that grief does not have an expiration date. But you do have to, let go of guilt. Guilt is something that will kill you. It will, because it
Eats you alive.
consumes you.
Yeah.
It destroys your joy. And you cannot be joyous in life and give joy to your family, your children, your other children, if you're constantly consumed with guilt. Because it's okay to grieve, but you cannot live in guilt, because that's darkness. It's darkness. It's okay to grieve, and hopefully this will alleviate that. But just know it's one day at a time. It's one step at a time. But definitely go get your head checked, like she said. Go to a hospital. Go to a doctor.
Go to a doctor.
Go to a doctor.
Go to a hospital. Never get out of it.
Yeah.
You know.
I
So
apologize, guys. I'm going to have to go because I've just had visitors turn up.
Oh, no
All right.
problem. Talk to you later.
have a good one.
All right, take care, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. All right, and with that, we're gonna call it good right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so thank you so much for coming out and joining us. If you're new here, please make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell so that you get notifications when we go live every Saturday night. All right, and you never know who's gonna come through. Just ask Sergio. He's been watching us for a year, and today was his day. Thank God.
Yeah.
Right, so thank you so much for joining us. Again, my name's Justin, this is Roseanne. We're the Intuitive Couple. Peace out.
Oh, wait, Gio.
Oh, Gio.
Oh, wait,
say
Gio's
goodbye.
gotta say goodbye.
Gio's
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
say
Giovanni's
goodbye.
gotta come say goodbye. Come.
Mommy, why not?
There, say bye, say bye.
Well, say bye,
It's
we're
still
not
on.
off.
We're-
Say bye to
say
everybody.
Mom, Daddy, I think you did a D1.
Say bye.
What?
D1.
Okay, say bye-bye.
But I thought,
Bye-bye.
oh no, not yet.